Hello there, I'm Lenny, and in this video I'm going to discuss the film The Empty Man, which was released in 2020. It's rated R, has the runtime of 2 hours and 17 minutes. It is a horror, mystery, crime, drama, thriller. It is based on an urban legend type character where on day 1 you hear him, on day 2 you see him, and on day 3 you feel him. Currently available to stream and to rent on Amazon Prime Video. I believe that I rented it for $5.99. Not bad. I do want to point out that more than likely this movie would have gotten past me, but I want to give a huge shout out thank you to the amazing Chris Stuckman who put this film on my radar. He did a non-spoiler review of it, which put it on my radar. So I know more than likely Chris Stuckman is not going to see this, but 1, I love Chris Stuckman, and 2, I am very grateful that he did put this film on my radar because it gives me a chance to hopefully talk about this film and do the same for others who may not know about it. So a huge shout out, huge thank you to Chris Stuckman. I also intend for this to be a non-spoiler review of The Empty Man. Nothing is going to be spoiled for you here. Nothing major is going to be discussed. This is a film that you definitely want to go into not knowing and not having things spelled out for you as much as possible. Within this film, we meet James Lasombra, who is a former San Francisco detective who's trying to cope with major loss, major trauma within his life. Amanda Quell, who is a friend of the family, comes to check in on James, see how James has been doing, see that he's been hanging in there, to make sure that he's been hanging in there, see if he needs anything, there to be supportive and give him that strength that he needs. The very next day after Amanda's visit with James, Amanda goes missing. And James begins an investigation that is going to test everything that he knows to be true. Reality, non-reality, the law of attraction, manifestation, destiny, free will. What does any of it truly mean? The Empty Man is one of 20th Century Fox's last films that was made before they were bought out and acquired by Disney. That, along with the COVID pandemic and theaters being closed, kind of open, closed, that all added up in this movie, this film getting buried, which is an unfortunate thing. This movie has a very strong, talented crew of actors who are non-familiar, who aren't superstars, and I'm not saying that in a bad, negative way. That is definitely a positive. That's a plus for this movie. The actors all do a fabulous job, but there's no one within this movie that has that absolute star power that is going to distract you while you're watching the movie and pull you out of the story, and therefore you would have a difficult time suspending your belief. You don't have to worry about that here, but you also don't have to worry about crappy actors. They all do an amazing job within the movie. The Empty Man is well worth the money to rent it. Like I said, I rented it for $5.99 on Amazon Prime Video. That's not bad at all. It's a movie that definitely sucks you into a story. It's a mystery that you want to follow through all the way to the end to see what happens. And its runtime flies by. It's 2 hours and 17 minutes, and it doesn't even seem like that, which is great. Before you know it, bang, film is done, and you're still wanting more. That's a great thing when that happens. Rating The Empty Man on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the absolute best score that it could get, I give the movie an 8. Well worth it, well worth seeing, well worth renting, streaming, whatever. Highly recommend that you check this film out. I would love to know what you think about it. I think it's a shame. I think it's a travesty that this film didn't get to be experienced in a theater with a mass audience. I think that this movie would have done really well. This most likely would have been in my top 5 favorite films of 2020. It's very good, worth checking out. Highly recommend that you do so. If you think this video is worthy of a thumbs up, please feel free to do so. And if you enjoyed the video and you want to see others just like it, all you have to do is hit the YouTube logo, which is going to be down in the corner, and you'll get a notification anytime I upload a new video to the channel. Also, please feel free to check out the other playlists that I have on my channel. There's a Twilight Zone playlist where I do deep dives within Twilight Zone episodes, movie playlist where I have reviewed other films, and a show playlist where I have reviewed shows such as Cobra Kai and American Horror Story. As always, I want to say thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for your time, and thank you for the opportunity to talk about these things that I'm passionate about. I greatly appreciate that. Please be safe, be careful, and I'll talk to you soon.